two-pronged attack by the Prime Minister, nepotism and corruption. But I was saying he's not ignored it. He could have ignored it. He's
Of course.
actually using the phenomena of this attempted unity and working it into his campaign. How do you see the Prime Minister's comments?
I think the best thing about how the Prime Minister or his party colleagues do their politics is that they are serious about it. They don't take anything lightly. I mean, any possibility of ignoring or not taking anybody seriously, or they go about it 24/7, and that's probably their biggest strength at this point is. Barkha, while dealing with what Prime Minister said, and they are going to probably look into the sentiment or tap into the sentiment that actually post 96, between 96 and 99, that United Front government experiment, I think that has taken this so-called Bhanmati ka kunba joda wala jo alliance thing hai, as a very, very negative sentiment. People in India do not really want to vote for instability. They largely in the assembly level. When was the last time we saw any hung assembly, Barkha? Even the hung assemblies which we had to deal with was Maharashtra, when all four went together, and it still was clear in terms of number. Or Jammu Kashmir, where the Kashmir and Jammu regions itself are two different things to vote from the voting equation. So people are not voting for any hung parliament or hung assembly anymore. I think BJP and the Prime Minister are trying to tap in that emotion that these are the smaller people.
In other words, picking up from what you said, the opposition needs a leader.
Absolutely. They do need a leader. And that leader cannot be Nitish Kumar, Barkha. I am very clear on that.
Can I show you a poster where you just said that? Just 1 second. You like this poster. Can we bring up the poster? You see the size of Nitish Kumar in this poster. He said, "Dalo ki nahi, Bhartiya Dilo ka Mahagathbandhan." Great line. Chalo, अच्छी line है. लेकिन आप नीतीश की size देखिए और बाकी लीडर्स की साइज देखिए, तो आपको नीतीश की जो प्राइम मिनिस्टरियल थोड़ी सी एस्पिरेशंस हैं वो नजर आ रही हैं इनमें, इस पोस्टर में। यशवंत,
नहीं, थोड़ी नहीं, बहुत ज्यादा एस्पिरेशंस है। एस्पिरेशन हर किसी में होनी भी चाहिए, but purely from the numbers or the perception mapping, Barkha, what are the chances of Nitish Kumar, the prime ministerial candidate, going around entire India and saying what? Telling the Mumbai voters, मुझे वोट दो, मैं मुंबई को पटना बनाऊंगा, और telling a Hyderabad voter, मुझे वोट दो, मैं तेलंगाना को बिहार बनाऊंगा. What are the chances? Success stories do sell, and on an even more serious note, Barkha, I genuinely believe Nitish Kumar by leaving the RJD first when he won the mandate with RJD, and then leaving BJP when he won the mandate with the BJP. Twice he has insulted the mandate for personal reasons, for his personal gains. I think these flip-flops have taken the brand equity of Nitish Kumar probably, and you have given me a brilliant idea actually in this conversation. I might even put up a question. That's the way I ask about between Rahul Gandhi and Narendra Modi. I might ask my team to ask a question between Nitish Kumar and Narendra Modi, and my gut feeling is Nitish Kumar is probably going to score lower than Rahul Gandhi, because in the national numbers of the verbatim numbers of whom do we want to pick up as the prime minister, Rahul Gandhi is still getting 17-18%. Nitish Kumar is not even getting 2% all India.
Yeah,
so
that will be very interesting.
Can be Nitish Kumar.
Yeah, before we close and we let you go, the Mamta Banerjee formula, this is not official, but this has come out from politicians who attended the meeting, the 450-seat formula, basically arguing that at least in 450 seats, you cannot have a triangular or a quadrangular contest. You actually need a straight head-to-head contest between X entity and the BJP. Right? Is this possible? Is this realistic?
This is realistic, and Mamta Banerjee is probably speaking, understanding fully where the problem she is facing in West Bengal right now. She knows very well that the incumbency is going up, the anger against her government is going up, and if left and the Congress start contesting together, even if they poll say 15% plus vote seriously, even if they chip away 10% of the minority votes, Mamta's calculation will go for a toss in West Bengal. So it actually for Mamta Banerjee it makes full sense. She doesn't want left in the Congress to kind of contest all 42 seats on their own, and which can bring her vote share down and invariably help the BJP. But that can possibly happen when they are in complete sync, just like the formula that we were telling about, we are discussing about in Uttar Pradesh. Left Congress and Mamta in complete sync, where they actually contest seats which are in due proportion to their actual ground strength. What is the actual ground strength? That is something which I believe left and the Congress are not going to be. Do you think left will be accepting 4 or 5 seats in West Bengal? This is the state which they ruled for 30 years. That's the problem. But as far as Mamta is considered, she is saying it because she understands that in her own home state, the odds are stacking against her, and that stacking is going bigger and bigger every given day. Now in the Panchayat election, we are very near to the Panchayat election in Zilla Panchayat election in West Bengal. For the first time, the number of uncontested candidates has dropped drastically, Barkha. Last 5 years back, Trinamool Congress almost won 25% of the seats uncontested. That number has got down to only 10%. Even that 10% is a blot on democracy from any practical perception. But Mamta's test is very much in these panchayat elections, and you will understand very well why left and the Congress are contesting full steam in this panchayat, because the more votes that they poll, they will have a better chance of negotiation, Mamta, if there is any chance at all.
All right, quickly, the same question I asked you, but in a little more sort of sharper way. Is there anything apart from the anti-incumbency against individual MPs that the BJP needs to worry about when it looks at the opposition, which is also understood that this is about their survival? Is there any one thing that, if you were, let's say, talking to a friend in the BJP, you would say?
I think BJP is getting carried away too much with the polarization phenomena. They are overhyping or overestimating the impact that the polarization can actually deliver it to them. Be it 14, be it 19, majority of the voters which voted for Modi and BJP, they voted on the developmental plan, developmental phenomena. And by overriding or overarching or overhyping the polarization thing, I think they are undermining their own work. Somehow, I totally get this, that BJP is unlikely to think it that way. Probably, I mean, because the way their leaders speak, the way they do their campaign,
Yeah.
um, I still feel they are going to continue with that kind of polarizing campaign. But more and more they are doing it, I think they are undermining their own performance, their own track record of governance, which, by the way, is kind of appreciated by a huge majority in this country. The kind of development that is happening. Yes, unemployment and inflation are two big things. People want something to be done on unemployment agenda, but huge majority is impressed with the development, infrastructural development that is taking around. But by focusing overhyping the polarization thing, I think BBP might end up undermining their own strength on the impact of
Yeah.
governance.
Very important and interesting point, and one I would personally actually agree with. And let's see what sort of campaign we see developing. We're well and truly here in election season.